What up, world? Welcome to the Brand New Show. Video podcast episodes. As you know, this video will be on my YouTube channel, Brand New Show YouTube channel. Go watch, subscribe, comment, enjoy, man. And hope you guys like it. Try to do another podcast today. Stuff went wrong, so we'll try again tomorrow. Hopefully, bring that podcast to you guys. I hope you guys will listen and enjoy it. So it gives me another day to kind of get my podcast in order. So let's start the show, man. So this video podcast episode is my usual, the podcast that I do. I do it every week. It's called Question of the Week. And today's question is let me tell you what I'm doing today's question for the week. So yesterday I was talking about like dreams I was having when I was, dreams that I have when I'm asleep, and like I said, my body's trying to wake me up. So that throughout a sequence of dreams where it's just like destruction and craziness going on, and I'm like, what the hell's going on? And it got me thinking, and then I'll wake up and be like, okay, it's reality, okay, cool. But it has gotten me into a mindset of thinking about the end. And even though I'm 27, I'm farther from the end than anybody probably, but you never know. You just never know. And it got me thinking, and I'm like, what would it be? What will things be when it's all said and done? But this question of the week is not, how do you want people to remember you and it was like that? No. I was watching a podcast yesterday, and one of my favorite podcasts, and they were talking about the afterlife and the Bible and everything, and one of the people said something very intriguing. He was like, I'm not into religion, but he was like, I always thought when they used to say heaven, he was like, I thought they were talking about like heaven on earth. You create your own heaven. And it got me thinking, like, yeah, that is true, and I kind of feel like that's kind of how it is. So I got to thinking, like, which is the question of the week. Do you believe that you already are in heaven? Or do you really do believe there is an afterlife? Because I feel like I'm not a super religious person, but I always felt like when I got old, as I'm getting older now, I'm starting to realize, like, I think you just die, man. I know people out there that really, do everything in their life sometimes because they always know it's going to be an afterlife, and they're like, I'm going to be in heaven when I'm finished, and so I'm cool with that. And it's like, yeah, but that's what you believe, I think that's the thing. But for me personally, I feel that I could create my heaven on earth, and I don't need success to create it. I feel like I just need belief in myself, and know that I'm, doing what I love to do, which is this, I want to see all my people do good, my family, my friends. I want to see everybody do good. I want to help people when they need it, or even when they don't need it. I just want to help people. So I pretty much feel like that's what heaven is. You're doing all these things to get to heaven, but I mean, you're kind of already in heaven. I mean, you create your own, heaven. I mean, some people could be happy without the money, and feel like they're blessed every day because they get to see their family and their friends. They get to hug and kiss and tell them they love them every day. Some people that are super successful, they probably created their own personal hell because they can't enjoy that. So I think heaven is what you make it. To me personally. So is heaven, or are you experiencing heaven now? Because I feel like heaven is what you make it. To me personally, heaven is what you make it. I think. But if you need, to believe that it's an afterlife, if you feel like you need an afterlife and you're like, I'm gonna go to heaven after it's all said and done. I think you have out of body experiences. I think you already have those moments. I think you already know God is guiding you. I think you know all these things. I don't think because you die you go straight to heaven. Like I don't think that. I think that you're dead. I think you die. I think that that's just what it is. I think now if you believe in the afterlife and you believe in reincarnation and stuff like that, I'm not knocking your religion or anything or what you believe. Like, but just for me personally, I just feel like I could create my own heaven on this planet. I don't need to die to know that I'm a good person. So I ended up in heaven. Like I ended up in heaven because I was a good person. I'm a good person on this planet. I'm good already. I already know I'm good. And I think that that's just the way it is. I think for me personally. So that's a question for you guys. Question of the week is that pretty much is you know do you believe in the afterlife? Do you believe in heaven? Pretty much. But do you believe in the afterlife that you will be in heaven, or do you think that you're already in heaven? You create your own personal heaven on this planet, and God bodily form. You're here already. You're already in heaven. You create your own. You already got God. You already know what the story is. You know what the feelings are. So, do you create your own heaven, or do you think heaven exists already in this in on earth, or do you think that it's already? Do you believe that you have to die to get to heaven? Because to me personally, I feel like I'm already a good person. I feel like all the things in my life is going to happen. I just got to get to it. I got to build it. I got to create it. I got to push it. I got to do it. It's God's plan, but I know that I got to put the work in too. So I think I am creating my own personal heaven because, I talk to my family. I talk to my friends. You know, I feel like I am. I think this might be the closest thing. I think because when you're a spirit and you're a ghost, you're not experiencing that yet. So yeah, I guess what yeah, that's the question of the week is heaven what you make it, or do you believe that you only see heaven in the afterlife, or do you think heaven is what you make it? Because you gotta believe that something's out there better than this. So why can't you believe that you could create your own heaven? So that's the question of the week: is heaven what you make it? I'd love to hear your comments on this because I know it's a religion question, so there's a lot of people is gonna be mad, probably. But I don't want you to be mad. I want you to listen to really what I'm saying. Like, I feel like I'm already in heaven. I feel like I'm doing good. I feel like I'm a good person, and I just gotta probably create my own personal heaven. To me personally, I'm not God, but I'm saying like I'm not waiting to, you know, feel like I did good, so now I'm, at the table. It's like, God knows what he's doing. I know that. And I feel like I'm creating my own personal heaven. Just personally, I feel like I'm creating it all. I'm leaving a legacy for my, nieces and nephews and my family and stuff, and I'm leaving a legacy for the future, and I'm happy for that, and I'm trying to, talk more and more to my family and friends, and, you know, and I love what I do. You know, I love what I'm doing. I love my podcast. I love what I'm doing. So I'm creating my own personal heaven. I'm creating my own personal happiness. I'm creating it all. So, and God is guiding it. So I'm good. I'm pretty good. And so I think heaven is what you make it. So if you feel like you're in hell, well, that's why you feel like that, because you feel like you're in hell. Like, man, nothing's going right. So, what, you think you're going to hell now because everything's just not going right for you? It's like, come on. So I think heaven is what you make it. And now that's the question for you guys: is heaven what you make it, or do you believe that you have to? The only heaven is in the afterlife. What do you believe? So, go comment, watch, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace.